Part of our mission at Impact on Education is to support all the schools and teachers and students within the Boulder Valley Public Schools, and specifically to support public education. So to that end, we led the 2014 campaign to pass a bond.
Innovation as a part of the bond construction and a part of the strategic plan is creating opportunities for students to learn in new and different ways and to expand their learning, to problem solve, and really to develop life skills so they are more actively engaged in the learning process, and also acquiring understandings and competencies, whether they're 6 or 16, so when they graduate ultimately, which is our goal for all students, that they are ready for life after high school. So as we work at the state level and work with the legislature, it's important that we continue to strengthen that partnership with our large companies and the corporate world, and then locally with the success of our bond issue in 2014 to get the endorsement of the Boulder Economic Council and the Chambers of Commerce's and business owners was really important.
So we certainly have an incredible opportunity with the bond that was passed here in 2014 to really think about providing flexible, versatile, and innovative learning environments for our kids. So my work with those learning environments, working with our 5 exemplar schools, so the new builds, the rebuilds, and then Centaurus High School, and really thinking about how can we provide a new innovative design that really fits multiple needs of students.
It is a pleasure to work for Boulder Valley School District, and it is one of the top districts. And I would say that your recent success with the bond is a wonderful testimony of the lineage through the years. To see the conversation internal to the district evolve to where it is today, and wanting to be on the relevant edge, not the cutting edge, but the relevant edge of improving the student experience and the faculty development. Those two components are really, as we talked about, the missing link of good execution of design.
We came up with some real signature things that we thought should be in the new building. So some of them are connections to nature, lots of natural light, places where you have inside and outside connected so that kids could immediately have access to the outdoors. And also out of that came the idea of having a fireplace in the school. And that whole design thinking team, along with myself, just fell in love with that idea. We couldn't be more excited for our students to have something so unique and exciting and welcoming in the heart of the school. We're really excited to use the new building in its flexible manner so that teachers collaborate and work with groups of students that make sense at that time, and then later with other groups of students, and that kids are going where they need to go to get the exact instruction that they need at that moment.
We already discussed differentiated learning, the fact students are all different and then in different type of spaces. So just a classroom with 4 walls doesn't work anymore. But access to small breakout spaces, a hallway, a classroom, a bigger commons where they can present. All this is really good for the different type of skill they need to learn, but also the different moods that students may have during the day.
We're having a high level of respect for teachers as well as students that are in the classroom. That what's important about the classrooms is not necessarily the building and the furniture that goes into it, but the people that are using that space. We would like a teacher to be able to come into a classroom and change it hour to hour to hour. So there may be some type of a lecturing activity in the morning, but in the afternoon there's something that they would love to clear the room, get the furniture out of the way, and we'd like them to do that very easily.
We've had a great relationship with Impact on Education, and Fran actually educated me on what's happening in Boulder and what they were trying to accomplish, and Fran was the one that was involved in putting the innovation money in the bond, which I think is just perfect. If you're going to go for a bond, you better have some innovation money put in there. Have some money so that a school can make choices on their own on ways that will truly impact education for kids.
Many of us live here in Boulder County. Many of our children have gone through Boulder Valley schools. We think Boulder Valley does an excellent job. We know our schools are good, but they need a lot of help. Our sponsorship is one way to do that. It's certainly a way to give back, but I think it's just part of our culture. I think it's important for us. It's important for us as leaders of the company to show the staff that these things matter to us, and that they can be ambassadors of JVA out there and also stimulate interest and do a better job, because the schools need so much still.
Impact on Education helps us build that partnership with the community. We do some of that within our own system, but really they are the arm of the school district to reach into the community and work with families and businesses who support the work of public education.